This is CGTN, China Global Television Network.
And still in the region, Tunisia's economy grew 0.3% year-on-year in the third quarter of 2021. That is according to the state-owned statistics agency. Now, the country's economy did contract sharply last year by more than 8% due to the outbreak of the pandemic, which of course battered its vital tourism sector. From Tunis, here's Adnan Shauchi with the latest on that data.
The president of the Circle of Tunisian Financiers explains that the recent positive data does not reflect the reality of the economy in the North African country.
The 0.3% hike is mainly due to the improvement of the activity of energy and mines, especially the resumption of phosphate production. As for industrial production, textile and clothing industry, if we consider annual slip, GDP has on the contrary contracted compared to 2020. This is both unusual and abnormal.
The Tunisian government estimates that economic growth is projected to recover modestly by 2.5% for 2021 before picking up to 3.3% in 2022. However, financial analysts insist that Tunisia will need several years to return to its pre-pandemic growth.
Completing 2021 with growth will be very difficult. GDP growth will not exceed 2.5 to 3%. The authorities were expecting some 7 to 8% to return to the level of the 2019 gross domestic product, but it's not achievable. Tunisia will not even reach the average global GDP growth for 2021. Again, this is linked to the impact of the catastrophic results of 2020. Tunisia's real GDP contracted by 8.9%, this still affecting the national economy.
Economists say that the past decade has been characterized by political instability. Consequently, Tunisia is facing an unprecedented economic and social crisis.
Tunisia's economic downturn has been alarming since 2010. The country's gross domestic product in US dollars was around 45 billion in 2009. Now it has fallen to 35 billion. In the meantime, GDP per capita for Tunisians was around $4,500, but now it's declined to just 3,000. These numbers are shocking. They are the result of wrong policies and economic choices. Consequently, the Tunisian economy cannot grow, create wealth or jobs.
In the services sector, output declined by 13.1% in the hotels, restaurants and cafes sector, and by 3.3% in the transport services sector in the third quarter of this year. Meanwhile, the National Institute of Statistics recorded a 5.7% rise in telecommunication services and 5.4% in financial services. Experts maintain that the economic rebound in Tunisia will depend on the strength of the recovery in Europe, which is the country's main economic partner. Tunisia also needs to step up its vaccination campaign and to implement structural reforms in order to boost its business environment. Adnan Shauchi, CGTN, Tunis.